Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio
Where real music matters.
Absolute Radio
is
the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
Auto Glass Replace.
Okay, the show has started. It's not the best start to a show. Thank you to Mark Crosley as well, by the way, for doing what can only be described as a radio show. But I was kind of all ready to go and kind of burst in with the show, and then Eloise came in late. You know that thing when you're sort of singing, you're singing on your Walkman or something. You got your Walkman on, you're singing, you get into it, and then you walk the corner, and suddenly there's someone there, and you lose your momentum a bit, and that sort of happened when you came in. Sorry. Don't go pushing your boobs out of me, young lady. That ain't gonna have any effect on me. I'll have you know. So the start of the show is an anticlimax. We can only build from here.
Can this show get any worse?
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
So, Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Tonight's show, Eloise is here, by the way.
Hiya.
There we go. Tonight's show, we're going to be celebrating... Well, there's two things that have been on my mind, okay? The first thing is we're going to be celebrating the magic of bands that you're embarrassed that you... Or you feel that you should... Society makes you feel you're embarrassed you like. I went to see Hanson tonight. They were awesome. They were awesome. Not awesome. They were awesome.
Orson is another one of those bands, though.
What was the song that Orson did?
I saw to a rave and they say, but because we're only one.
Who did? I found myself singing a really inappropriate song to my little boy. Because when you got the baby, he's 17 months now, and you kind of just sing songs, and so I sing Daydream Believer, and we sing nursery rhymes, and we sing Beach Boys songs and Kink songs and stuff. Yeah. Then you try to spice it up a bit, like you're doing a mixtape for him, right? So I found myself rocking him. Trying to get him to sleep the other day going, you and me, baby, we ain't nothing like mammals, so let's do it like they do on the disco. I'm singing that to my baby. If social services heard that, boy. Highly inappropriate. So I'm gonna put my hand on my sleeve. And they came on the show and they were lovely. And I don't know if I made it clear enough. I really like Hanson. It's my birthday this week, and my wife has been saying, Iain, what do you want for your birthday? I've got no idea. And I said, and then there's one song in to this concert. They're playing the third album, Underneath, I think it's called, or something. One song in, I texted my wife saying, get me the third Hanson album, please. So I'm going to put my hand on my sleeve. I don't know why. No, heart on my sleeve, hand on my heart, and say, I think Hanson are a fantastic band. And I don't care what people say. I don't care.
Yeah, after they came into the studio, I had reservations until afterwards, and then they bowled me over because they were charming and funny.
The new song, I've just listened to the new song properly on YouTube. Enough good. I wish we could get it on the absolute play. But there's no chance we can. Of course we can't, and I appreciate that.
Oh, that's the one that I had to cut out, didn't I?
Yeah, it's a good song, man. It's a really good song.
What's it called again?
Don't know. Oh, well, let's
Say something. No. You.
It's like dance. I've written Hanson. It's thinking about something, right? Listen to a little bit of this. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. If I can just open this. No, you're singing Umbop.
Yeah. I want that one out again.
Weird Al Yankovic is in the video. I didn't know that.
Oh, I wonder if he's done a parody of a Hanson song.
He must have done. Okay, so this is the Hanson song. Hang on. This is a brilliant little pop song. Hang on.
Hey, I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something.
Okay, listen to this bit. Listen to this bit. I think that's Weird Al in the video there.
Oh, this bit's good.
See, now that
I've run out of patience.
is a perfect pop song. I just
This situation, you won't find me crying that we're through. I've been thinking about
terrible kind of stick for not being any good, and that's a great little pop song. So tonight, 0330 123 1215.
I've been thinking about
that you
something.
like, but everybody else thinks are absolutely rubbish. Eloise, they must have some bands that you like that people think are rubbish.
You. Ooh. I think they only did that one song.
0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. I saw Hanson tonight, and they were awesome. They were freaking awesome. And also, this question has been bothering me a lot today. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because I saw a man who was very, very hairy. Very hairy. And so I want to know, why do...
I can tell you that now, Ian.
Why?
It's to keep them warm.
But on the arms?
It's to keep them warm.
On the legs?
It's to keep them warm.
Around my genitalis?
It's to keep them warm.
Some people are hairless, though.
Actually, on your genitalia, it is definitely to do with temperature.
It is. It keeps the semen room temperature, so you could impregnate a lady. And what does it do? What does the lady pubis do? Interesting. 0330 123 1215. Very rarely do we ask for medical people to call in, but if you're a medical person, like a doctor or an ambulance driver or just someone with a fascination with illness, then give us a call and let us know the answer to these questions. 0330 123 1215. Hair and Hanson. No.
Have you watched any of them accident and emergency shows? I can't remember what channel it's on.
I watched the one. I watched Bailiffs.
No.
Is that not the thing?
No, it's 24 Hours in A&E, I think it's called.
I couldn't be doing with that.
Well, it reminded me of the death poo thing, so that was the last time I think we had medical people phoning in. So now this is a bit more sensible.
0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. If you honestly, Hanson were fantastic. And then I met the guy who wants Hanson to play at his wedding.
Oh yeah.
What a nice bloke. He was dressed up in a wedding outfit.
Oh.
He was dressed up in a wedding outfit.
Did they meet him?
No.
Is he going to call in the show?
I got given 2 VIP passes as well. I had 2 VIP passes, and I was so close to saying, I think you dropped this, lads. But I didn't. I thought that might be a bit inappropriate, and if they turn out to be killers and they go and kill... I made a joke. There were some very nice people there, some really irritating girls behind me, but there was a really nice girl in front of me. And she was aware of the Hanson at my wedding, guys, and she had seen on Twitter that I was worried I looked a bit gay in my white T-shirt and jeans going to Hanson. And she turned around and said, Ian, you don't look gay. And then I spilt water all down her back. It was terribly embarrassing. It was like a bad come on.
That's what it sounded like to me.
To get in really good spirits. And then I made a joke about, she was there on her own, bless her, and she was like, I don't know, she was in her late 20s. She's been a big fan for years. And then I made a joke about someone being there to shoot one of Hanson.
Oh, no.
And she went, you just crossed the line there.
Was she serious?
We don't make jokes about that.
She was serious?
We don't make jokes about that.
Oh,
But
my
she was
God.
lovely. She's a very, very nice girl. I wish I got a name because she was really charming and she was there on her own. And she explained the Hanson logo to me because the logo was on the drum kit.
I've never seen the logo.
Well, I can probably
Do a little diagram.
I need a pen, and I can probably do it because it didn't make sense. Hardly intellectual, but I was confused by the Hanson logo. So it's H, then that goes there, then there's that, and then that's the A, and then that's the S, and then there's an N there, and then I can't do it. It's sort of that, but I'm missing quite a bit.
Oh.
But I couldn't see three of the letters, and she pointed out where the letters were for me. So she's very nice. So we made up.
Oh, good. After the death threat.
It wasn't a serious death threat. I was just
Yeah,
saying.
whatever.
Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be an interesting night? It's a weird venue, King's College.
How small was it?
Well, it was small. I mean, but it was absolutely packed. And the people from all over the world, including Denmark and indeed Finland, maybe 250. But you had to go up 4 floors.
Held more than one then.
So you had to have more than one. So you had to go up in a lift.
So every single person in the audience has to go up in a lift.
Went up in a lift. Went up in a lift.
Did Hanson have to go up in the lift?
They probably no. There was a girl who was so determined for Hanson to see her massive tits, really massive. I mean, she was a big lady. Let's be honest, So it kind of discounts it a bit. But she didn't have them out, but she had the lowest cut top, huge cleavage, and was just like giving it all of this, hoping that they're all happily married. Something, and it's your massive, massive, massive boobies. Oh yeah.
Did it say on her low-cut t-shirt?
This is made. You're listening to Absolute
Did it say on her t-shirt, "I F the chicken ham"?
I spend a lot of my time out here on the lookout.
There we go. 0330 123 1215. That's the telephone number. Yeah? You want to call it? You want some? Come and get some. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood tonight. I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. Paul!
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Paul from Peckham. What can we do for thee?
Hello. I was Hanson underneath as well.
Oh, it was good, wasn't it?
It was good. I actually saw you leaving the gig, and I thought he's probably on his way to do a show.
He's nipping off to go and do the show. It's a shame because I've been invited backstage to hang out with the Hanson boys.
I've done the same. A couple of concerts back, about 3 years ago. I worked at a TV station. I'm actually a TV director, and I worked on a crew that interviewed Hanson.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let's forget Hanson now. Hanson are gone. They're not important. Get me a job on the telly, please. Come on, Paul.
Well, I don't work there anymore. Unfortunately, it was up in Manchester.
Nuts to you.
On their previous gig tour. But yeah.
Were you there of your own volition, or had a girlfriend or boyfriend taking you there? What was the deal?
My wife is an obsessive Hanson fan, and it was to go along with her. It was the 4th time that I've seen Hanson due to her. Yeah. So,
they're a good little band, aren't they?
Yeah, believe it or not, yeah, they do have some good songs. Yeah.
Hey, so the thing is, they're just saddled. They're saddled with the umbop. They've got the umbop, And once you've got the umbop, you cannot shake the umbop off.
They can't, but there is a select number on across all of the albums that ain't bad. Yeah.
I thought it was a good little album. So whereabouts were you stood, Paul? Because I was sort of to the left of the centre of the bar. Whereabouts were you?
I was to the right of the bar. As you were leaving, you walked past me, me and my wife.
Were you by the T-shirt stand?
The merchandise stand.
Yeah, I saw
right
you.
Next door.
I saw you were quite near the back.
Yeah.
I saw you.
Yeah.
Well, you should have said hello, Paul. For goodness' sakes.
I should have done. Yeah, I saw you walk past, and I just assumed you were going to work.
It was. Someone tweeted me saying, "Was it full of 12-year-old girls?" Well, no, it was full of women, sort of in their late 20s, early 30s, because they were 12, 20 years ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah. My wife's in love with Taylor, so
I think we're all in love with Taylor. I was saying I was with the guys who want Hanson to play at their wedding, and I did say, if you had to sleep with one of the Hansons, who would it be? And we all went Taylor. Taylor without a doubt. Zach would be second, and Isaac if I really, really had to. But Taylor's a fox, man. There's no denying it.
No, I know. Yeah, well, he was the one that everybody thought was a girl in the Umbop video. So
I remember seeing that video and thinking, wow, she's cute, but she's young. In a couple of years, she's going to be a hottie. And boy, was I proved right. Well, Paul, I'm glad you had a good time.
Yep, and you.
And I'll speak to you again, fella. Take care.
Cheers. Thanks,
Ta-ta.
Ian.
Let's go to Gatford.
Good evening.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Hello, Gatford.
Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I apart from bringing new listeners to your show every day.
Whoa, hey, whoa, hang on. Hey, whoa. Back away from the words. Back away from the words. How many new followers and listeners have you brought to the show today?
Dougie Anderson's listening because I remind him.
He's not. Dougie Anderson has listened before. Dougie Anderson is not listening. He is listening to Gideon Coe somewhere else.
But he did say he was listening.
That's bullshine. That's bullshine from the Anderson.
But if I can't determine whether it is or not.
I know it is.
I work only in fact.
Okay, look, I will work in fact. I have my phone on. Dougie, if you're listening, send me a text or call in. 033 123 1215. We'll hear nothing from him.
Just wait for the 7-second delay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Come on,
5, 6,
Nope.
7. No.
Okay, fine.
Nothing from Dougie.
Okay, fine.
We should get him in again one night. So he's good fun to have in, yes.
He was good. Orson, you mentioned them earlier?
Orson.
Their hit was No Tomorrow.
And can you give us a snatch?
When I like to...
I'll be honest.
He wore a hat. He was a strange bloke at the front. He wore a hat.
I remember Orson being a bit strange. I remember a friend... What year were Orson? They must have been like 91?
07 or something? No, it wasn't as long ago as that.
2007? Orson?
Yeah.
Shut up, man. You're joking me.
No, serious.
Awesome band. 2007. I remember them being around when I was at school. Okay, hang on. Okay. Fair play. Fair play. They formed in 2000.
Oh.
The band first played at UK radio during a live session on BBC Radio 2's Dermot O'Leary show. Following this, they appeared at the 2006 Virgin Mobile V Festival in Staffordshire. 2006. Okay, fair play. Who am I thinking of then?
Don't know.
Oh, nor do I. That's
a band who formed when you were at school and sung. It's a wide list, I have to be honest.
It's a wide list. They've split up now.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, Hanson split up in 2007.
Orson!
Will we ever get you back together? That's my mission now, is to get Orson back together and they can play their song.
Splendid.
What were Orson... What? I'm not finished. What were Orson originally called?
Pentagon or something.
Halogen.
Also
Dr. Lady. Dr. Lady's a good name for a band.
It is.
I remember once I collapsed.
Like Dr. Hook, though.
I collapsed in. Oh, Dr. Hook! I'm trying to get Dennis Le Corrier, the lead singer from Dr. Hook. Again, I hope my boss isn't listening because it's most unabsolute. But I'm trying to get him to come on the show one night. He's got a voice. He's got a voice. And when your body's had enough of me and I'm laying flat out on the floor, when you think I've loved you all I can, I'm gonna love you a little bit more. Basically, that means we've had sex, we're both knackered, you think I can't do it again, watch the snake. We're gonna make love twice in one night. I can't do it twice in a month anymore.
Well, you're married and at least 3 years.
You say my wife is ugly?
No.
You say my wife is ugly?
No, you're batting way above your average.
Whoa! You're saying that my wife is better looking than me?
Yeah.
She's totally a 10. Yeah. I nearly said she was a 9 then. I nearly said my wife was a 9. How bad is that? She's totally a 10 and I, sir, am merely a 7.5.
Definitely a 10. And the band to end on that I was mostly embarrassed by when I was growing was I used to be, and I still like Dire Straits, and they're not fashionable.
Tonight, Gatford, I am going to give everybody a band amnesty, okay? And whatever I think of the band, for example, I think Dire Straits are absolutely awful. I am one of the worst, most tedious, pompous, self-indulgent bands of all times. I am not going to convey my feelings about the bands that people bring to me this evening. It's a band amnesty, so Gatford, well done you for liking Dire Straits.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for calling. Gillian!
Hello.
Hello, Gillian.
How are you?
I'm all right. Could you turn the radio off for me, please?
Yeah, I'll turn the radio off.
If you could turn the radio off. 7-second delay, you see, dear listener. That's why we asked you to. That gets a bit confusing. Hello?
Turned it off.
Good girl. What can we do for you, Gillian?
What are you talking about tonight?
Well, we're talking about bands that you like that are a bit embarrassing to like.
Yeah.
And we're also talking about hair.
Hair?
Hair.
Hair?
Hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, hair.
Oh, I've got auburn hair.
Oh, beautiful. Now, auburn is like a brown, isn't it?
It's like a browny red.
Okay, listen. Why do hair colours, auburn, blonde, brunette, why don't we just say red, yellow, brown? Why do we give them such poncy names?
Give them funny names, don't they?
Well, they do, but to me, I didn't know what a brunette was until I was 16 years old.
Then you met one.
Then I met one, and boy, oh boy. Let's have a vote tonight, boys, please. And this is only for the boys. I don't want to be sexist, don't sue me, but I want to vote for this, boys. Blondes or brunettes?
Probably brunette.
Sorry, are you a boy, Gillian?
I'm a girl.
Thank you. Only for the boys. Blondes or brunettes? That's the question this evening. I'm a brunette fan, Gillian. Blondes don't really do it for me.
Are you a brunette?
I'm a fan of brunettes.
Are you a fan of brunettes?
Yeah, I've got
I'm brunette. Yeah, I'm sort of. I'm older though. I'm 53.
I like the older woman.
You like the older woman?
Are you still in good shape?
Yeah, in good shape. Yeah.
Yeah. You sure you're not bonkers at all?
No, I'm quite normal.
Oh. Okay. Well, then maybe you and I could hook up and have some fun in the bedroom.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Okay. Well, then Kingston upon Thames, I can get there definitely.
Oh, you can get to Northerton.
Yeah. Oh, well, I can get there if there's something on offer, Gillian. I'm there. Hey. Good girl. Well, thanks for calling, Gillian.
How's your little boy?
He's all right. He's doing all right. Thank you very much. His thumbnail fell off. His thumbnail fell off on Friday.
What's he up to at the moment?
Sleeping.
Oh, he's sleeping.
He'll be asleep now. It's 25 to midnight. He goes to bed about 7.
About 7 o'clock.
Yeah, in the evening. So if anyone wants to come around and play with Astro Boy, I would suggest you come around before 6:30, because 6:30 is bath time. So good playtime is like 5:30 till sort of 6:15, because he's had his dinner, and that's kind of the playtime and stories and
What's
stuff.
What's his name?
Astro Boy.
Astro Boy?
Astro Boy.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
That's an unusual name.
Isn't it? We did consider calling him Gillian, but then we realised that was a girl's name.
It's a girl's name.
Some boys are called Gillian.
Sorry?
Thanks for calling.
Anyway, you look after yourself.
I will do.
And are you having a good show?
The last 5 minutes have been a bit ropey.
You're not talking to me.
0330 123 1215. Why do we have hair on our arms and bands that you're embarrassed to like?
Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop, chop, I get you, maybe even 3 of these. Coming from a space to teach you of the Pleiades. Can't stop the spirits when they need you. This life is more than just a read through.
Good evening, dear listeners. Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Lovely to have you. Eloise is through the glass.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. If you want to give us a call, 0330 123 1215. Yasser is trying to call us. Yasser, what's the problem, dude? Eloise is quite busy. I know you're going to think that it's a personal attack on you, because apparently she hates you. Call us again, Yasser. We will take your call and we'll put you on the radio and stuff. It'll be good to talk to you. Let's go to... You all right?
Yeah.
Did you just belch?
No.
Okay.
I did a groan.
Will!
Yes.
What do you want?
I was listening to a few podcasts of you talking to me.
Right.
Hello.
Yes.
And I realised you're flipping annoying and rude and a bit of a dick.
Why is that, Will, too?
Will.
Why is that, Will, too?
Will.
In what way have I been rude to you?
My name's Will.
Okay, in what way have I been rude to you?
You're just being flipping rude.
Will, instead of being vague, why don't you be specific? In what way have I been rude to you?
Well, I can't remember exactly. But
Well, then there you go. There you go. You see, you can't. Is that the best you can do? Why do you phone in then? Why do you phone in?
No, Because usually, sometimes, no, I'm not saying all the times you're a dick, but...
Will?
Yep.
Go away.
Piss off.
Go away, little boy. Go away, little boy. What was wrong with Will too? What was his problem?
In the past, you two have had ruckuses.
Well,
but he's always got the attitude.
Why phone up then?
That winds you up.
What ruckuses have we had?
There was one about Greek food. There was one about maths being taught in school.
Oh, it's him. Oh, go away, little boy. Go away. Go away. I really can't be bothered. But he's only just... he's been phoning in for like a year or something.
Oh, yeah, ages.
He's only just realised. Because we started off... I remember now, we started off... Like, the first few phone calls were quite intense and quite harsh.
I think it's a...
Oh, look, she's calling back. She's calling back. You can come on if you don't use any bad language, all right?
Okay, I won't. I know why.
Turn your radio off, you idiots.
It's off. Don't be rude to me, then.
What you've got to realise is he calls everyone that.
You leave your radio on, Will, then you're an idiot.
Fine, I'm not... It's TV anyway.
Don't get pedantic with me. In fact, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Bye-bye. Go away. Oh, dear. I don't want to talk to him.
I think he's just never listened to you with other callers.
No, he just listens to his...
Exactly the same
he just listens to his bit and sits at home with his trousers round his ankles and his little wanger in his hands. I heard that on a... Where did I hear that? I heard that on like...
Wayne's World.
It was something. It was on like a film or something, and it's the most unpleasant... I've got a feeling this might be his mate. Let's Yes, Paul.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
Hello. I don't think Ian's horrible. I think he's really nice.
Okay, are you there with Will?
No, I'm not there with Will, but I was just pretty annoyed about Will, and I want to tell Ian how lovely he is.
Okay, what do you want to say to Ian then?
I was saying that he's lovely.
Oh.
Ian, you're a really nice bloke. I really like you. I think Will too, he's being out of order. You've spoken to me in the past, and I think Will too, he's being bang out of order.
Hello?
Hello.
How am I bang out of order?
Will, I'm on to Will.
Oh my God!
Will! Everyone! Say hello to Will. Will, you're wrong. Will, you're wrong.
Who is this, by the way?
Let's put me on to Will. Let's put me on to Will. The Will too. Are you Will too?
No, I'm Will.
Who is this? My name. What is my name?
Paul.
My name's Jeff.
Hey. Why are you talking like that?
You get distracted off the point. I'm getting distracted. Ian's not a dick. Ian's lovely. And also Bewitched is the best band that's ever existed, ever.
Bewitched are a good band, man. I like
Bewitched are amazing.
What was the hit single they had?
That was my second point. That was my second point.
What was the hit single they had?
It was C'est la vie.
How did it go?
And Blame It on the Weatherman. I can do an Irish jig to C'est la vie.
Sing C'est la vie, because I can't remember how it went.
Okay, it goes... Say you will, say you won't, say you'll do what I don't, say you're true, say to me. And then it goes, say la vie, and I do an Irish dance to it. I'm a legend. I'm pro. I do it in clubs.
Will, Paul, have we ever spoken before?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we have.
Okay. Will too. Yeah. This is how you do a good phone call, okay? This is how you do a good phone call. You don't come on with attitude, you don't come on swearing.
Yeah, exactly. You come on being a nice bloke, Will.
You don't come on dropping the D word all the time. This is how you do a good phone call. Paul's doing a great phone call. Paul, carry on. Give me some more stuff, because this is good.
Look, I can tell you why.
No, Will too. Be quiet. Paul's going to do some more. Paul, give us some more. Come on.
I don't know Blame It on the Weatherman. It's Mark.
Oh, that's a shame.
I only remember it just went Blame It on the Weatherman. That's all I know of it.
Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember that. They were good. Will too, don't be rude, I'm talking. Whatever happened...
Will too, just no Bewitched lyrics, Will too.
And Bewitched, of course, they didn't spell it B-E-W-I-T-C-H-E-D.
No, it was B-Star-Witch.
B-Star-Witch, that was it. He's good.
Yeah. And one of the members was called Siobhan, and she was my favourite.
Yeah, she was nice. They were all nice. They were kind of nice, because they were around the same... Will too, don't be rude, I'm talking.
And one was called Adele.
They were around... Adele's a very sexy name.
That's a lovely name.
They were around about the same time as sort of like the Spice Girls and all that, but they were like very low market, very low rent.
It was Adele. It was definitely. Someone's telling me it's not Adele.
No,
not the Adele, not the main Adele, but her name.
The main Adele.
Other people are allowed to be called Adele. Other people in the background are now suggesting that people's names aren't allowed to be Adele.
Well, other people in Jeff Stroke Paul's background. I used to go to school with a girl called Adele, and she was not the main Adele, and she was not in Bewitched. Okay, Jeff.
Was it the Adele? Was it the Adele from Bewitched?
Jeff, Paul, calm down now, because we're going to go to Will 2 and see if she's learnt a lesson. Will 2?
Hello. Ian, are you alright?
Would you like to apologise?
I've got evidence now.
Okay, bye. I was getting bored of her. She was boring, wasn't she, Jeff Paul?
Yeah, I was really bored.
Listen, if you don't like the way you get treated on the show, right, here's a little
Don't
tip.
phone in.
Thank you. Well done. That's the simple thing.
I phoned in because you're a nice guy. That's what I wanted to
I'm
talk
a
to you.
nice guy, Paul Jeff.
I like you.
I'm a nice guy, aren't I? I do nice things.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't have phoned in otherwise.
I look after... My mum's not very well. I look after my mum.
Oh,
Look, she's
that's
going on.
really
She's
kind
calling
of
in
you.
again. Hang on a
Play
second.
out Bewitched. That might make her feel better.
Will,
Hello?
what do you want now?
I've got
Is it
evidence.
back on, this guy?
She won't go away, will she?
Oh, my God.
I've got evidence.
I'm not interested in any of your evidence at all.
But you said you wanted evidence.
That was about 10
This
minutes
isn't
ago.
a court of law.
Did you think you know anything about maths, mate?
This is a court of radio. Will, I'm not having the maths argument. That was like a year ago.
I know, but you think you know everything, mate.
I do. I know a lot more than you do. That was
No,
a
you
year
don't.
ago.
You're just-
We are not going to go back over our ground. If you've got something new to say, you're welcome to say it. Otherwise, hey, stop phoning me up. Stop phoning me up. It's as simple
No,
as that.
I think it's fun, mate.
Well, then, so you think it's fun to get abuse, then, do you?
No, because I think sometimes I ring up and
Well,
you're not.
bye-bye. There we go. Oh, dear. Well, Paul Jeff, can I say, it's been a delight to speak to you and your chums in the background.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Now that, dear listener, that is how you do a phone call. And he did an interesting, funny, charming phone call. Didn't get any abuse. Beautiful. Let's quickly... Graham and Lucas will be with you shortly. Let's go to Dave. Hello, Dave.
Hello, mate. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works, but I mean, I rang earlier.
Yeah.
And then I picked my phone up, and I could hear the show through the phone, but then it cut off. So I don't know if am I. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just a joke that I want him to hear. That's all it is. I mean, I think it was a great audience's joke. I know.
So you've got a great audience's joke that you want Ian to hear?
Yes. Am I online now? Yeah.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah.
What an idiot, I mean.
What an idiot. Is your joke in any way racist, homophobic, or disablist?
No, not at all.
That's a shame. Never mind. Carry on.
It's just what I consider to be a very, very funny joke.
Okay, well, can I just say that jokes on the radio normally don't work, but I'm going to let you have a go.
All right, I'm getting feedback from the TV, so I'll turn it off. Okay. Right, listen, what it is, right? There's a man, and he's married to a woman, obviously.
Well, you say obviously, it's the 21st century.
Yeah, of course. But he dislikes her with a passion. I mean, so much so in that he wants her dead, more or less, sort of thing. But what it is, he doesn't really know how to go about it. So he thinks, what can I do?
So you can see, right, this is a joke about a man trying to murder a woman. He wants to trying to murder. So it's a
It
joke.
don't sound funny yet, but I mean,
It's something. It's a humorous tale about a man trying to murder his wife. Okay.
No, not trying. Wants to.
Okay.
Right. So he thinks, right. So I need someone. He can't do it himself because he's not man enough.
Of course, he's not man enough. You've got to be a man
He
to
needs to
murder
find
someone.
someone for him.
Yeah.
So where he lives, he goes around to all the dodgy booze and certain sort of places, and tries to find someone.
Yeah.
Eventually, after a lot of asking, he finds this number of this fella called Artie.
Okay, you're not going to libel it. This isn't a real person, this Artie.
No,
if there's a murderer called Artie, I don't want to.
All names have been changed for the sake
Thank
of-
you, David. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, Ian. So he finds this fella called Artie, Artie the Hitman.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, he goes home, gets his number, he rings him up.
Rings him up. Where did he find the number, Dave?
Off some fella in the pub, in the way it goes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That sort of-
Long
that
time
sort
since
of
I've been in the pub, so that stuff happens.
You
Okay.
know the way it works.
Yeah.
You're from around this way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
So,
no.
he rings him up anyway. He said, hello. He said, oh, he goes, yeah, I'm Artie. He said, what it is, I want you to, kill my wife. He says, I can do that for you.
He's a hitman. It's his job.
He said, what it is, all right? He goes, in a moment, I'm a bit skint. He goes, I've only got £1.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, he goes, nah. He
Can't
says,
do
you know what?
You can do it
No
for
way.
£1. No way.
All right, he puts the phone straight down at me. Nah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Artie's sitting there. He thinks, you know what? £1's a £1.
Pounds are quick. In these days, you can take what you can get, innit? It's hard on the boulevard.
Things are tight. So he done 1471. Rings me back. He goes, all right. I'll do it for £1,
1471. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he says, what it is? He goes, I need a bit of info. He goes, where's your wife want to be on a certain day at a certain time? He goes, well, what it is, tomorrow afternoon she's going to be at the supermarket around 2:30, right in the frozen meat section.
Yeah.
There, bosh.
All
right, he thinks, sweet. All right, he goes round there, puts the gloves on.
Does Artie know what she looks like?
Not at all. No picture or nothing at all.
And that's important, I'm guessing.
That's I mean, obviously, in his trade, that's highly important.
Yeah.
So anyway, he walks round there. He gets round anyway, and he gets there, but there's 3 women there. And of course, as we mentioned before, he got no picture or nothing. But he strangles all three of them.
Oh goodness! Can I just say, this is you're not listening to the news, dear listener. If you just tuned on, this is not an eyewitness report from an actual murder in B-Jams. This is a humorous story about women being murdered.
He does his job. He does all three of them.
Yeah.
On the way out, he gets pinched by Bill.
Yeah.
Next day in the papers, headline: IT chokes, £3-4 supermarket. I think that's funny. I'll let you go now. I love your show. I love the way you people ringing up and talking bollocks like myself. God bless.
Yep. That was a joke.
Absolute Radio.
You're listening to Absolute Radio.
You should be renewing your tax credits by now.
Iain Lee, Absolute Radio. Good evening. Eloise is through there.
Hello.
There we go. We're talking about bands that you kind of like, but they're embarrassing to like. And I'm saying it. I like Hanson. I don't mind admitting to liking bands that other people don't like, though. I grew up loving the Monkees. And you imagine that, liking the Monkees. So I've had all the abuse. I don't care, And if you want to phone in tonight and say, do you know what? I like this band and everyone else thinks they're awful, I will only applaud you this evening. For being brave enough to forget all your Jams and your Beatles and your Kaiser Chiefs, all the cool bands, forget them for tonight. I want to hear your embarrassing bands that you actually really, really like. Let me just see who this is, because this person keeps trying to call in. Hello, Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, hello, Ian.
Who's this?
It's Jessica from Sheffield.
Hello, Jessica from Sheffield.
Hello.
You haven't called in forever.
Well, I did. I called you a couple of weeks ago, but I hadn't called in forever before that.
Before that, you hadn't called in forever, I remember now, yes, but you called in a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I have been listening on the podcast, though.
That's fantastic. I don't listen, it's just nice that you check in every now and then.
Exactly. And actually, there's a very specific reason I wanted to call you.
You want to speak to Yasser?
It's not really on a topic, but equally there doesn't appear to be a topic.
Okay.
So,
well, actually, you're saying I've introduced two good topics into the show this
you've
evening.
talked about sex and you've had an argument.
No, I have asked about bands that you like that are embarrassing.
Steps.
Fine band. I was once at some weird do, right? This is I was tricked by... I lead such an un-celebrity, un-showbiz life, right? And then I was doing some filming with Patsy Palmer, Bianca, from East. This was years ago. And she was like, all right, Ian, you should come and do... I'm doing this charity night. You should come and do it. Host an auction, a charity auction with me. And when someone asks you to host a charity auction and they're asking you to your face, you can't go, no thanks. You have to go, yeah, I'd love to. So I found myself on a Friday night in this weird, tiny, horrible little nightclub in Essex, right? A place I would never, ever go to in my life. Hosting a charity auction with Jade Goody, of all people. Now, I know, she's passed on and we treat her with respect. But at the time, it was Jade Goody, and we were hosting this charity auction. And then at one point, I made a joke about a guy looking like someone, and the organiser took the microphone off me and wouldn't let me do any more. And I wasn't being rude. And so I'm sat in this VIP area, right, which is basically this tiny little raised bit behind a rope, and it's tiny. And there was a girl there, and she started talking to me, and I said, do I know you? And she went, oh, yeah, I'm Faye Tozer from Steps. And I was like, oh, right. So the point of that story is, Jessica, I once spoke to Faye Tozer from Steps.
Well, that was such a long story to get to that. I've never met Steps, but I did used to kind of dance around the kitchen if they came.
Tragedy!
Yeah.
I remember I used to fancy... sorry, Eloise?
Ben Jones was in that video.
He was in that video, wasn't he? He gets tied up to a chair.
Yeah.
Ben Jones is in that video if you want to go and look for it, fact fans. I used to fancy the short girl, the Scott Lee girl.
Oh, Lisa Scott Lee.
I used to fancy Lisa Scott Lee, and then she was a little bit cold to me once, I think, when I interviewed her. Or maybe she was cold to... Anyway, I went off her.
Okay, well, all right. That was really interesting, yeah.
Oh, come on, Jessica, I'm doing the best. Listen, I'm doing the best I can.
Interesting stories.
A long story.
Yeah, go on. You do something interesting. Go on.
Well, actually, I saw you on Come Dine With Me about a week ago.
I did that ages ago.
And I watched it. I like Come Dine With Me. I love Come Dine With Me.
Yeah.
It's really a slice of kind of social history right there, I think.
It's a good programme.
You were on it, and I was surprised, but I watched it.
Here we go. Hang on a minute. Here we go. I've got a feeling something rude's coming here, guys.
No,
Okay.
not at all. Well, Well, it is kind of. First of all, I thought that your food looked lovely.
Yeah.
Secondly, I thought, why are you having... once you've been out once with those people, why would you volunteer to go again?
Should I tell you why?
4 times.
Should I tell you why? Should I tell you why?
Oh, no.
£3,000.
Yeah, I thought that.
£3,000 is why I did come down with me, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. £3,000.
Yeah, I don't blame you then. I don't
Totally.
blame you.
You're not going to do that.
I hoped it was going to be.
You're
something
not
like
going to do that.
Not if
I'm
you
not going to
wanted
do something like that for free. Listen, I'm not going to do something like that for free unless I really enjoy it. I did that. I like the programme, but they'd asked me 4 times before and I turned it down. £3,000. You won't catch me on a reality TV show unless they're paying me a shed load of money, okay?
Well, that was almost the next question. I mean, what's going to come next? God knows.
Well, what do you think will come next?
I don't think you'd be good in I'm a Celebrity.
Why wouldn't I be good in I'm a Celebrity?
Well, I'll not say the obvious answer. Because you'd be
What's the
away
obvious
from your
answer?
home comforts. I'm not sure. I think you'd get quite narky quite quickly.
But then that would be good, wouldn't it? That
It
would be good.
Those are the people that tend to stay in it.
Yeah.
I did think that I thought you were very, very patient with Lempit Opik.
Well, we did have quite a few arguments off camera.
Oh, very patient.
He was a tough gentleman to work with. But do you know?
£30,000 just for that, I think.
Do you know why I apologised to him? Because I realised it was all going to be on TV and I wanted to look nice.
Yeah, exactly.
It was all a sham.
If you hadn't been so nice to Lempit Opik, you'd probably be on Matthew Wright show or something now.
I've been on the Matthew Wright show before.
But I did think you were really good. I was amazed that you let people into your house. But then I remembered, that you were moving.
I was
now, so
moving.
probably you thought,
Yeah,
what's there to lose?
I was moving. I never let
really
people.
odd show for celebrities to do, I think.
I never let people in my house to film or even to come around and visit, really. But because I knew we were going to be moving, so I thought I'll do that. £3,000. Thank you very much. You know, it might make me look like a nice person.
Telly. It was good telly.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on, say that.
Hello?
Hey, Yasser?
Yeah.
Hey, Yasser, you're through to Jessica. Start talking, please.
Hello, is this? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, what do you want? Yes?
Yeah, hi.
Hiya.
Yeah, you okay?
I'm fine.
Good.
So I don't know what's going on here, sorry.
What you up to? What you been up to? What's going on with you?
Just, it was my birthday yesterday and just
happy birthday for yesterday.
watched the movie The Hangover and went for dinner.
Oh, what's it feel like to be 16?
Sorry?
How old are you, Yasser?
26.
26? Wow. Have you got a girlfriend yet?
Okay, it's not that massive news.
No, it's not really.
Watched the movie The Hangover 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no wonder I don't go cinema that much. Nearly an hour of trailers before the film.
Really? Well, that's what you buy into. You don't have to go and watch the trailers. It's optional.
But you say that the film says it starts at a certain time, and then you think it's going to start at that time, and by the time it starts, you nearly fall asleep. So
what else have you been up to?
Today? You mean yesterday?
Today, yes. In the last 30 minutes, what have you done in the last 30 minutes?
I've just uploaded some files onto my computer.
Right.
And just check my Facebook messages.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Yasser. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Ian, for that. Lovely talking to you.
Okay, then. I'll hang up then.
No, I'm not quite sure what happened there either. Let's go to... He's been waiting for ages. Lucas!
Hello.
How's your mum, Lucas?
Oh, she's fine.
Yeah. Send her my love, won't you?
Pardon?
Send her my love.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I've got a few questions, Ian.
Okay, Lucas, let's fire away as we go to Lucas's quick fire hot question round.
Okay, you know the man that you got in love with the woman in America?
The man that I got in love with, the woman in America?
Yeah.
Rob Bonet, yes.
Whatever happened to that?
Well, funnily enough, Eloise sent me, her name was Yvonne or Yvette, I think, and we've got her phone number.
But did they get off with anything?
Did they get off with anything? I believe they're still emailing each other and they're still in contact and they've sent each other photographs.
Uh-huh.
Photographs.
Is that it?
That's as far as I'll tell you what we're going to do. Eloise, next week, next Monday, We are going to have Rob and we're going to have Yvette on the phone if we can, please. That's what we're going to do next week. We'll have a little romantic update.
Lovely. Okay, and a while ago when you were doing that world record.
No, what world record?
To the longest radio show.
Oh yes, we did a 69-hour radio show. That was it.
Did you?
Yes, we did.
When did you do that?
We did it a couple of months ago. Me and Dougie Anderson, and you can get the podcast. It's quite big though, and you probably need like 3 computers to hold it.
Is it a new world record?
It's a new world record, yeah.
So
Although I have to say the world record is being disputed by the Guinness Book of World Records because they say that when I went for a poo break, I was out of the studio for 7 minutes. It was a big poo. When I was only allowed out of the studio for 5 minutes, so it is being disputed.
All right. And you know that hair on the arms.
Yeah. Why do we have that?
Well, I was doing it in science the other day.
Oh, go on then.
And basically, when you're cold, the hairs stand on air.
On air? Your hairs... Hang on a minute. You learned in science the other week that when you're cold, your hairs stand on air? That's insane. My hairs have never stood on air.
They stand on end.
Why do I have hairs on my back?
If you're cold, it basically traps air.
If I'm cold, I put on a jumper or turn the heating up.
But if you're cold outside and it's a summer's day...
What?
Say
what?
A cloud comes over and it gets a bit cold.
Cloud comes over and it gets a bit cold, so that's why I've got hairs on my back, because of clouds? Are you insane, Lucas?
Oh, my God.
That's insanity speaking. What are they teaching you at these schools? Hope my boy doesn't end up going to that school, Lucas, because I will have to go in there and teach the lessons, I think.
All right.
Could I come to your school and teach a lesson?
Yes, please.
Could you sort it out? Speak to your headmaster and say, I want to come in and teach like a lesson, like maths or English or something.
All right.
Please, I'm being serious.
All right.
No, but
Wait.
But...
That's it then.
Bye.
Yeah.
What a nice evening, isn't it? I've had a good day today. It's been sunny. Went out for a walk with the boy. He fell asleep, so I went out a coffee. It's a luxury. When you're a dad or a parent, stopping in a Nero's or a Starbucks or something for a coffee becomes a bit of a luxury. Bought a local paper. What beautiful. Went and played in playgroup. Beautiful. Then the boy woke up and he joined in. Fantastic. That's what it's all about. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. If you're new to this show, and we're getting new listeners all the time. Hello, nice to have you here. The way it works is I kind of sit here and talk about things, and you call in and you talk about the things, or you talk about other things that you want to talk about that you think we should be mentioning on the radio, and it can be utter nonsense, it can be what you had for your dinner tonight, or it can be something a bit more serious if you want. We can do that. We can do that. The way it works is you dial this number, 0330 123 1215. You'll speak to Eloise, my producer. She'll take your name and number and then call you back. So that means it won't even cost you that much money. And you can call from anywhere around the world. We're getting lots of emails. We've got an email from Toronto and from the States and all over the place. So it would be nice to have you here. Adrian and indeed Max.
Hello there.
Hello.
Ian, how are you? Oh, no, forget that because I know you're good. Can I ask you?
Yeah, a lot of people phoning up to ask me questions tonight, and I like that, yes.
All right. Do you recycle batteries? 'Cause
well...
Max... We're battery people here. We've got batteries for everything.
Okay.
Do you recycle?
If I'm honest, no, I don't recycle the batteries.
No, I don't. No, but he does, and he gives me stick. This is Max.
What happened when you recycle batteries? 'Cause you can take them to our local Sainsbury's has a bin where you can put your batteries in.
Yeah.
How do they get recycled?
I don't know. What do they do with them?
I think they give them a little boost. They plug them in for 10 minutes, then they give them to the bloke down the market to sell them to you for £1.
Yeah, the cheap ones that don't work.
Well, you get like fake. I've bought so many fake Duracells. Like you go down the market or the car boot sale, and they got a pack of 10 Duracells for £2. You're like, oh, I'll have that.
Yeah.
I'll have that, and then none of them work because they're all fakes or dead or something.
You know that one. They're doing it with tobacco and everything these days.
Well, you pays your money, you take your. If it looks too good to be true, Adrian.
Anyway, nice one. Oh, I'm still coming down to see you.
Sorry?
You remember last time I rang up?
No.
Yes, you do. You said I couldn't come down and see you.
That would have been correct. I would have definitely have said that. Yes.
Well, I'm still coming down to see you.
No.
Okay. Yes, I am.
No.
Yes,
no.
we had this last time.
No,
I will.
No, and I will punch you in the gut.
No,
I will.
No.
I will. Ooh, nasty.
won't.
But the thing is,
Eloise will stop you.
The thing is, it won't hurt for like about 2 minutes. You'll think, "Oh, I've got away with this," and then suddenly, it's going to be a rising pain. So, probably best you don't come down because you don't want to get punched in the gut, do you?
Just to say hello.
No, you're all right. You're all right.
All right. All right. I'll watch you on my laptop thing. Yeah.
Now that's just weird.
Absolute Radio is our name.
Absolute Radio.
You should be renewing your tax credits by now. Make sure you do it as soon as you get your form. The sooner you renew...
All this feels strange and untrue, and I won't waste a minute without you.
Oh, I just remembered I was supposed to go and see Jim the Dancer today and make a pop video with him, a dancing video.
No, you missed that.
Yeah, I missed it.
Gutted.
Oh, no. Well, gutted, but, you know, but...
You didn't tell me so I could film it or anything.
Well, he's going to film it.
I thought I was going to so that I could do some shepherd's pie.
Well, I'd arranged it for June the 7th. That's today, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
Jim, I'll do it next week. Hang on a minute. I'm comparing this gig on next Monday, this charity gig at the Bloomsbury Theatre with Arthur Smith, Josie Long, Hardeep Singh Kohli.
And Jared Christmas, isn't something to do with him?
Oh, Jared might be doing that as well, I want. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm doing that. It might not be, actually. I don't think he's doing this. But it's just suddenly dawned on me. Oh, I'll be coming into the show. I think it finishes about... I've said I've got to be away by 10:30. So I'll be in time for the show. But it's kind of dawned on me, it's like a proper theatre, the Bloomsbury Theatre. And they're all proper comedians.
I've just thought, if you ever need to get out of these things, just say that you come in like a couple of hours before for prep.
Well, no, I thought it was on for some reason I thought it was on a Saturday. Oh. When he asked me to do it, I thought that'd be a Saturday. He wouldn't be asking me to do it on a weeknight, would he? So I went, you go on then, I'll do it. I am getting better at learning to say no to people, though.
Just, extend the truth a little bit. We all know that you get in at 5 to 11, but...
Oh, Eloise, don't, because we all know that Mr. Grace is listening to this one tonight. He's already sent us an email.
But you could just
I get in at 9 o'clock.
Charity people, I'm in at 8.
Well, no, what I've actually recently I've just said no to some charity things. I said no, thanks.
Oh, really?
I wish you the best of luck, but I can't. I'm doing a bit too much at the moment. I'm just trying to back away from things. And people, it turns out...
That's quite a nice way.
It turns out people are fine with that.
Yeah.
Turns out people are fine.
That's quite a nice way to do it, Ian.
So I'm doing this thing on Monday, and it'll be good to do, and I'm glad I'm doing it and stuff. But I'm not glad I'm doing it and stuff because I haven't got any. Oh, that's the Beatles.
Uh-huh.
I haven't got any jokes or anything. I'm just going to play my ukulele and sing Heads and Shoulders. That's going to be it.
Are you going to do the one that you did at the turn that you did at?
Yes.
That one.
Yeah, I'll do that one, and then I'll do Heads and Shoulders.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that was all right, was it? That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that was funny.
I might read a story or something. I might read Clip Clop. So I'll do. It would be interesting to see if this stuff works. We're getting our first evening lined up at our new venue for Set the Agenda, August the 7th, Sunday, August the 7th.
Mm.
So far, we have a harpist who plays Michael Jackson songs on the harp.
Wicked.
And sorry. Hang on a minute.
I've never said that, actually, have I?
I've never heard you say that. No, I've gone back to 1989. Well, and that is indeed
rad.
Wicked. And we have a lady who lies on a bed of nails and climbs up a ladder made of swords. So that'll be good. And me and Dougie are doing a show on the 1st of July as well, if people want to come to that.
Oh, yeah, the film one.
Yeah, you going to come?
When is it, sorry? All right, snotty McSnotsters.
My little boy started snoring. I said you say to him, go on then, Astro Boy, do some snoring. And he goes...
Oh.
He does it. We're having a lot of fun.
When was it then? Sorry.
Don't worry about it, Eloise. It's fine. You don't. It's fine. Jerry!
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. Turn the radio off, mate.
Sorry, mate.
That's all right, mate. No worries, mate.
How are you? All right. Is this Ian?
Is this Jerry?
Yes.
Big up yourself.
Am I on?
Well, listen, I don't know how many times we can start this conversation. Let's push it forward.
All right.
Blimey.
You know, yesterday you had a card, football card, things that sound rude that are not supposed to be.
For me.
I had a Christmas one.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a couple of funny things that I thought was funny on there.
Now, bearing in mind we have young ears listening to this.
But they're not supposed to be rude.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, can we say them on the radio?
Yes, of course we can.
Oh, okay. And you've had your Ofcom training, have you?
Definitely.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's go ahead. We all know where we stand. Beautiful.
Right. The first
in that
one
case,
is...
I'm gonna switch the dump button off. I'm gonna turn it off because we don't need it because Jerry knows what he's doing. Away we go.
We don't need it. Right. The first one is you still got a bit on your chin. The next one...
How was that? Hang on. How was that? What context was that on a Christmas card?
Things that sound rude that aren't.
So that was it. It said, Merry Christmas. Here are some things that sound rude but aren't.
Yes. Here are some things that sound rude that ain't.
What kind of terrible Christmas card is that?
Oh, it's a beautiful card. Listen to the next one. Okay. If you keep the legs tied, it will keep moist for longer. Another one is, I hope his sack's bulging this year. And do you want some more stuffing with that? Hello? Ian? Hello? I'll take it they're not funny. You nutter. Okay, toodle pip.
I have not got a clue what was going on there. I've not got a clue what that was about. It's 12:30. We've got half an hour left. Then Polly James is on at 1 o'clock. So why don't we take some calls straight to air? You fancy doing that for the last half hour? We can do that, can't we? You just call up, come straight to air. 0330 123 1215. Anyone can come on and say anything you want, as long as you don't swear and don't be libellous. Those are pretty much the only rules. And we'll take some calls after the Beatles. Damn you, stereo separation.
She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh.
Let's rattle through these. Line oh no, hang on a second. Line no, hang on. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I just had the girl that I spilt water on at the Hanson concert tonight just tweeted me.
What did she say?
She
Thank
said
you.
she said she did. So she said thank you for spilling water all down my back.
Nice.
And very embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
Was you drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk unless it was from 7 years ago. I was stone cold sober.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, who are you and what can I do for you?
My name is Jackie, and I just thought I'd ring in because I ain't called in for a while, man.
What's your name?
Jackie.
Jackie?
Yeah, man. You know me.
Which Jackie are you?
Jackie from Kitty Lips.
Hey, you're the one who...
How you doing?
Listen, right, it's good to have you on the phone, right? And I enjoyed your band, but can I say something?
Depends what you're going to say, man. Don't make me...
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. By the way, his band Kitty Lips, very good, very good. Very muscular man, very muscular man, very good looking man, very good band, right? But, listen, when other bands are on, right?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I know.
No, shut up. That's it. That's all I'm going to ask you, is when other bands are on, don't stand at the front talking. Shut up. You're right at the front. We could see you, and it was annoying.
I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying.
Who was the girl you were with who was showing her bum off?
She's actually a porn star.
Really? I would never have guessed. Yeah. She was wearing these tiny, if I remember correctly, and I did study, very, very, very low cut jeans or leather trousers or something. But she was wearing like a sort of one-piece basque that went between her buttocks round her lady garden and up the front, and it was pulling her buttocks up and apart.
Yeah, I know. Her buttocks is pretty mega.
Pretty mega buttocks. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty. That's a good name for a band. Pretty mega buttocks.
Yeah, well, we're called Kid, so it's not too far off, is it?
Okay, and so what was her name?
Evie.
And if I Google that, will she come up?
Yeah. Evie Crystal.
With a
Kristal.
That's original, I like it. Okay, Evie Crystal, let's see. Images, Evie Crystal. Yeah, that was her. That was her. I remember that. I recognised that arse anywhere. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
And what are you doing hanging out with people like that?
Well, good fun, isn't it?
Hey!
It's good fun. It's rock and roll. It's all part of it. I love it.
Rock and roll. It's all part of it.
But yeah, I hope you've been well, man. And
yeah, I'm good, man. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, cheers, man.
But
well,
when other bands are on, shut up! Line 2, you're on the wireless. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air. Okay, and you're not on the air anymore. Let's go to line 3. 3, you're on the wireless.
Hi, I'm going to ask you, what do you think the best song ever on the old stereo split ever?
The best song on the stereo split?
Yeah, it's like left ear, right ear, left ear, left ear, right ear.
Well, I'm not a big fan of stereo. It turns out. What do you think it is?
Oh, I would say Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. That's a right good one.
It's quite a tedious song though. It's too long.
But see the start here. Yeah. Oh, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia, let me go, let me go. Oh, 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 oh. It's right good, darling.
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Fried chicken, need you in my kitchen. Don't know what part of you I love the best, your legs or your breast.
Thank you very much for that. It was a romantic little bit of poetry there, which is lovely. Let's try line 4, you're on the wireless.
Ian?
Yes?
I just wanted to... I heard a couple of myths about you, and I wanted to find if they're true or not.
Okay, well, I may not answer them or not. Okay. No, he's not.
Sorry?
No, he's not.
No, that wasn't one of them.
Oh, okay.
One of them was apparently I went to the same school as you.
Well, what school did you go to?
Herschel Grammar School.
I went to that school, yes.
Wow.
Wow, look, dreams can come true, huh? People can escape.
It just, yeah. And the other one, you might not want to give this one away, I don't know. But my ex-girlfriend used to live on the same road as you.
Which road was that?
Forge Drive.
I used to live there. Who was your ex-girlfriend?
She's called Denise.
Oh, I don't remember. How old would she be now?
She would be about 29 now. You might know her dad's called Roger.
Did she live? Did she live at like sort of number? Did she live on an odd number, like number sort of 9 or something?
I can't remember, but she was like just on the corner.
On the corner.
Like there was, you go. There's Phil Whittaker's the Volvo place.
Yep.
And you go down there, and your place was on the left.
Yep,
and her place was like a couple of doors further down on the left.
Yeah. Do you know what I did? Yeah. I think I saw her walking about. She was quite hot. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, I think that years and I can say this now because this was how long? Well, maybe this wasn't her, but I think this was her. Maybe about this is really hard to remember. 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
We got delivered some pictures that belonged to them or something, like photos, and I kind of opened them, and then but I'd open them thinking, I'll have a look at these and I'll send them back, and then once I'd opened them, I thought I can't go and deliver these now and say, I opened these by mistake.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like chucked them away.
Oh. What were they of?
Nothing too exciting. It was just like a party. I think it was like a Halloween party or something.
Okay. So what year did you finish at Herschel?
Oh man, alive! I don't know. Well, I'm 30. I'm going to be 38 this week.
Yeah.
So I would have finished. I don't know, 90, 91, something like that. 91 probably.
I didn't start until 97.
Well, the chances of us seeing each other very, very slim.
Very slim.
Well, thank you for that. I hope that's.
I'm pleased to find out that it was all true.
It was all true, man. And why did you split up with Dee, if you don't mind me asking?
It's a very long and terribly sad story.
In that case, we'll probably leave it there.
The radio station you have on at the moment is called
Absolute Radio.
I spend a lot of my time out here on the lookout for really great deals, and I've just seen an absolute beauty. BT Spring Deals. You can get BT Total Broadband plus unlimited evening and weekend calls to UK landlines for just £13 a month.
You're unbelievable.
It's the last 15 minutes of the show. Polly James is up at 1 o'clock. If you want to give us a call, we're going to take some calls straight to air. 0330 123 1215. You can come on and do anything you want. Sing a song down the phone, play a bit of audio, make a noise. Just don't swear, don't be libelous. That's it. Apart from that, anything goes. So, don't waste this golden opportunity. Let's go to line 6. 6, you're on the wireless. Hello? Oh, you're too slow. Let's try line 3. 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello there.
Is that Iain?
Yeah, who's that?
It's Jamie and Sean.
Hello, Jamie and Sean.
How are you going today, mate?
I'm very well, mate. What can I do for you?
Well, to start off, I'd like to request a song.
Okay, I'm never going to play it, but okay.
I'll just request it. It is Pulp, Common People.
Okay, I'm not going to play it.
Right. What about Queen Don't Stop Me Now?
I'm not going to play that either.
You're not going to play what to say, are you?
I'm not going to play Out You Say No.
Hey, what we'll talk about is, what about Obama Baraka, whatever his name is? Not saying thank you to us for all the hell we get in.
Thanks to the American troops, they're not British.
Right. You can't even say his name properly. Why should he thank you?
Oh, not me necessarily. I'm not in the army. But our troops probably can say his name.
Right.
Probably say it very well.
They probably can say it very well because they're probably not stupid. Yes.
Hey, Barack Obama.
Well done, well done. Second attempt. You got the president, one of the most powerful men in the world's name, correct. That's great. Well done. What and why is it? Why should he be thanking us? I'm not talking to that idiot in the background. I'm talking to you.
Okay. But I'm not an idiot now. I'm still an idiot.
Why should we be thanking him? Why should he be thanking us?
Because we're all troops that we've put forward to help their country and ours, obviously.
Right. Well, do you want to thank him?
Do I want to thank him?
Yeah.
What, personally?
Do you want to thank Barack Obama?
No, I don't know what to thank him for.
What about all the troops that he's put into for them and for us?
I haven't thanked him. If I was speaking on television as Prime Minister, as President of America,
but listen. I'm not talking to the idiot in the background. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
If you think he should thank us, then why don't you be the bigger man and thank him?
All right, and thanks about whatever his name is.
There we go. That's how we do it. Jesus Christ. Let's try. Was that real? I think that was real. Let's try line 1. 1, you're on the wireless. Hello? Yep.
Hi, I'm Iain.
Yes.
This is Iain.
Yes.
You said some very hurtful things about Essex earlier in the show.
What did I say about Essex that was hurtful?
I can't remember exactly.
Well, there you go. There you go. You see, if you can't remember, then what are you being upset about?
Well, you said you were with the EastEnders lady, whatever her name was.
Yeah.
And you were in some deep part of Essex.
No, I didn't say that. Didn't say that.
And what you said was it was somewhere you would never have gone unless you were forced, and I think that's very unfair.
I was talking about a nightclub.
You were talking specifically about the nightclub.
Yep.
I stand very much corrected, sir.
And you'd like to apologise, of course? You'd be wrong not to.
I admit, I am on the radio. I'm sorry.
There we go. Good lad. That's perfect. Thank you very much. Well, of course, I wouldn't want to go to Essex either. It's a dump. Let's go to line 9. You're on the wireless.
Hi, Iain. It's Cosmic Malcolm.
Hello, Cosmic Malcolm.
I've got a joke. I hope you haven't heard it before.
Well, now, listen. We've already had one joke
told
tonight. Jokes on the radio, I don't know if they work so well.
Right. I've never told a joke on the radio before. Either.
Okay.
My worry is, shall I say it?
Well, Give us the
worry is
first.
that you might have heard it before.
Give us the first half of it.
My girlfriend wanted to leave me for my obsession with the monkeys.
Oh, come on, man! Look, why is that joke doing the round on Twitter? Every time I search,
no. What,
and I didn't believe her, and then I saw her face.
Oh.
Now, that joke is all over Twitter. Why?
Oh, I feel silly now.
Yeah, you should do. Let's try this one. Line 6, you're on the wireless.
Master BT.
Okay, let's go to 7, you're on the wireless.
Oh, yes, Ian. How you doing? I haven't spoken to you for ages, man.
Life goes on, brother.
Yeah, life does go on, my man. How are you doing anyway?
Yeah, you know.
So what's this problem with Essex? I know it's a dump. I have to live here.
Well, then there you go, you know. Essex is fine. Essex is fine. I was teasing the last caller.
Yeah, but I'm lying here with my girlfriend, and she's hitting me and saying that we're not allowed to say that anymore.
Not allowed to say what? That you're being hit?
I'm being seriously hit. It's quite nice.
Yeah, come on, man. Turn over. Lift up your buttocks. Lift up your buttocks. Maybe just pull them apart a little bit and let her, punish you. Yeah?
One more thing, Ian.
Yes. There we go. Oh, he hung up on me. Cheeky little monkey. Hang on a minute. I can get my own back on. No one hangs up on me and gets away with it. That's his phone. That's what plays.
Hello?
Yeah, Gary? There we go. Hung up on him. Let's go to line 8. You're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Yep. Let's go to 5. You're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian, love.
Hello, One Nuts.
Did you had a topic? Sorry, I've had a drink. I was in back kitchen. I've been stripping wallpaper. Did bands you were ashamed to admit you liked?
Well, no, not necessarily. We're having a band amnesty. So bands that you like, but everyone else thinks are rubbish. I like Hanson. Hanson. I'm saying it now.
Yes. Well, never mind. Well, I went.
But there you go. You see, you've just done it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I judged you, didn't I? I do apologise.
Exactly, and that's not what the band amnesty is about. So, as a result of that, I can't let you tell me your band.
Please.
But no, if you're not, it has to go both ways. The respect has to go both ways, Eloise. Otherwise,
I agree.
It's no good at all. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Fat Boy the Masturbator. Okay.
How do you know it's him?
Because of his nasal voice, and he's been calling up all night. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Yes. Turn your radio off.
Oh.
Or go away. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Nope, they've gone.
What was your answer to his question as well? Do you recycle batteries?
No, I
didn't
don't.
hear that.
No, I don't.
Neither do I.
It's such a hassle.
There's hardly any of them bins.
There are very few battery bins. I'm kind of thinking this whole recycling thing is a nonsense. I'm starting to come around to the way thinking it's a distraction.
Well, I hear
Yes.
that when the recycling bins that they have are full,
Yes.
they just put it into regular
There we go.
rubbish. We're allowed to say that as well because the council is. You're allowed to say stuff about them.
You are allowed to say stuff.
Yeah.
We've done the Ofcom training. And we've not named the
So-
council as well, so we win on so many different levels. Let's go to line 2. You're on the wireless. Hello, line 2.
Hello.
Yeah, too slow. Line 3. You're on the wireless.
I've just phoned up about Barack Obama.
Sorry.
I've just phoned up about Barack Obama.
All right. Yes. You've learnt to say his name now, have you?
I know I say his name now. Yes.
Okay, well done. So, would you like to thank Barack Obama for all he's doing?
Yeah, he's doing well. But all I'm saying
Would
is,
you like to thank him?
sorry.
Would you like to thank him?
Yes, I'd like to thank him.
Go on then.
Thanks, Abaka.
Thank. Did he
Right.
say, you can't say his name.
A backer.
He can't say his name. Yes, line 2.
Hello, yeah, I've got a quick one for you.
Go on, Hal.
I was reading a question that can't be solved in today's Metro, page 13. It was a maths question that no one could solve. Reminded me of something when I was doing GCE O-level. I'm old enough to have done O-level. It was a geography thing. It was a mock paper, so there was no certificate writing on it. But they put a simple question, see if you know the answer.
Okay.
How do you spell meteorology?
Well, it was written down, was it?
Yeah,
Well,
and
then,
you know what?
go
More
on.
than half the kids got it wrong.
You're joking.
And it was written down correctly. They just put it in for a bit of a laugh, our teachers.
This is people, children mainly. Let's try this person again.
Yeah.
Line 3.
Hello.
Yes.
Ian.
What?
That was me earlier. That was Dave earlier. That joke about the artichoke and the fruit for the pound sort of thing.
Okay.
That was me. What it is, not being sloppy, I hear you talk about your boy, and what I've got to say to you is, my boy now is 16.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be more proud. And the more they grow, the more they just...
I don't want him to grow. I want him to stay at 17 months.
We all do. I mean, at that time there, they're the best in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, it's just... I look at him now and I shake his hand. He's 6'1" now. I'm only 5'8".
Yeah.
And he has plans for life and everything else. I mean, it's just...
I don't want him to. I don't want Astro Boy to have plans for life. I want him to be 17 months. I want him to. I want him to try and feed peas to the chair that's got a teddy bear painted on it,
and put stuff in his mouth in the right way.
I want him to do that. I want him to think. I want him to think it's funny to try and tickle me when really he's not really tickling. He's just pinching me, but he thinks he's tickling.
You know, when he gets to 2 and 3, and then you become the best person in his life, and then everything you say he laughs at. That is, I mean, there's not. And like I say, me personally now, my boy, my life is 16, and even now we're as close now as we were.
David, I've got to go because we're running out of time, but thank you very much for that. I very rarely go on about babies and stuff like that, but just, we've been having a lot of fun recently. Thanks, Eloise.
Thanks.
See you tomorrow at 11?
Yeah, bye.
I'll see you, dear listener, tomorrow night at 11. But why don't you stick around and listen to Polly James, who's coming up after Patrick Wolf? Fantastic.
Oh, I love this house, I love this house.